So I'm guessing this is just like an extension on my case, a rap extension. So you like it? Cool kids. History has a strange way of repeating itself. So to say that if I may, I would like to say a little story that I made space. The final frontier, it seems like it's impossible to get up there from here. Beyond the mesosphere is where you need to go to gain solvency and even be topical about how far does topicality have to go when we still having problems on our own go. Would you play a copy machine? If we go, we don't need another slums or another ghetto. So development is a dream, we're just gonna have to let go. What about people with no money? You can't struggle metro. And the next stop is space, but look at the problems that we face. No, rather embrace to make it a similar place. For me and you, these other actions got a clue, but solving for our own planet is what we need to do. That was basically just a rap extension showing how, like, what our plan does. I know topicality wasn't really an issue in this debate round, but you know, it's in the rap, so you know, don't evaluate that part. But like onto their case, they read a card saying how sexism outweighs all isms, but that basically just contradicts both that basically contradicts their case and the whole Hooks evidence that talks about how they take intersectional approaches. How do they take intersectional approaches when they end up saying sexism outweighs all isms? Extend the Shinari Brinkley evidence still turns their case because in this whole round, the woman of their net team didn't give her own perspective at all. So like one cannot advocate one form of education of the personal experiences. So it's still extend the Shinari Brinkley evidence. Onto the hip hop argument. Hip hop's like they said it before, how hip hop is commodified and how poetry works as the step toward solving all these problems. But hip hop is basically all forms of music: blues, jazz, rock, etc. Like for example, and just like a little acronym, rap stands for rhythm and poetry. So like that just shows how hip hop is like a form of poetry, or should I say poetry is a form of hip hop. And the Jarvis 2000 evidence, like they just read in the rebuttal, that basically just turns the Shinari Brinkley evidence turns their case because like Shinari Brinkley does a great job of showing how we reevaluate, like I said, we reevaluate our education using these three-tier perspectives. So that case turns just like is irrelevant. Onto like what they said about how hip hop is not solved. Okay, I'll admit in the 1AC cross X, I was very nervous about this round. I screwed myself over. But my partner answered it in his 2SC, which was the Jerome and Sexton evidence, which highlights how the UDL is a political pipeline to the outside world. So like that basically shows how we get solvency inside the round and outside the round. And you guys remember that? And this is how we show extend the evidence that talks about how we do talk about feminism and stuff. Alright. So did you read this? I mean, we'll just use that as a phone. Media representation affecting every nation, individuals' minds, perspectives changing. Hip-hop on TV, gangs, guns, and violence, CBC, it isn't easy to be considered a part of reality. Now you're just a phony because people look at you like your TV, whipping their hair of distress back and forth, ass of misery moves the floor, wine pony floor the same as your grandmother had to do for the master. If I was the one in close community, no gang violence, no guns, the wealthy with cable watching unordinary puns, seeing all there is to see of the frequently marginalized black and brown bodies that are screaming body, magazines cover raging with lions. Some call LeBron, some stay with the lion. I guess I would be guilty in a sense, smart, intense, says dense, but since I'm not, I see what is happening. Intelligence doesn't escape me. So I'm crazy rapping these problems and affecting some lyrical directions. So the verse becomes an erection, ejaculation conceptions, and changing false perspectives and teaching some new lessons. So like extend that. That basically just like talks about how we do get intersectional changes. 17 seconds. So again, just like basically extend our case, extend the advocacy. They didn't answer they didn't really answer how going beyond the mesosphere, extend the role of the ballot, extend the Karis Martinez 10 evidence, extend the Shackle Florida weight evidence. They did not talk about the comments throughout the entirety of the round.
5 minutes per.